Hello, 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 and good evening to you. Happy Monday. I am tired. I was in Utah over the weekend. My daughter Becca and I went on Thursday, and we went to Utah for a couple days to visit some business friends and to have some fun at the Pinners Conference. It was so much fun. We had a blast. It was really interesting. If you're not sure what a Pinners Contest Conference is, you need to check it out because it's amazing. It was 600 booths of all kinds of Pinterest items and crafters and things like that. It was amazing. It was really, really good. Good morning. Good afternoon. See, I'm so used to being here on the morning. Good evening, Wendy. How are you? I am so excited to be here with you tonight because I'm going to be sharing our newest journal that I just finished writing. Those of you who have already written it, or excuse me, ordered the download version, it will go out this evening. I seriously just finished writing it. So anybody that ordered it will be going out tomorrow to you. And I'm excited to share it, like I said. So one of the things that while we're jumping on here that I would like to get some conversation going. First of all, what is one small moment from today that made you smile? One small moment that made you smile today. I would love to hear what it was. Maybe it was having your coffee, or maybe it was a text from a friend, or even the way that your dog jumped at you or something like that. What is one small moment from today that made you smile? Hi, Kathy. How are you? I would love to hear it. There are so many little things in our life that makes you smile. Mara, you said lunch with your sisters. That's special. That is very special, definitely. Let me think here. One thing that made me smile, I'd have to say my dogs. Well, my dog, Greta, who is barking in the background, so I hope you can hear her. However, we also have another office dog, my associate Karen. She also has a dog. Encouraging words from your boss, Pamela. Oh, that's always good. That always makes you smile. Wendy says, going to Bible study with my church group. I love that too. I love that. Going to church group meetings, Bible studies, to me are extremely uplifting. Just sharing some time with my family, or my church family, means the world to me. Let's see here. Kathy says my cat fell down at my feet and rolled on her back. Did it make you laugh too? Getting an order from Amazon. Teresa, that is fantastic. There's nothing like getting orders from Amazon. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to move on to another question. All right. So, can you believe it? Friday is November 1st. November 1st already. Can you believe it? That means the holiday season is here, guys. It's here, girls. Sorry, it is here. So, what in the holiday season coming up? What is your biggest challenge? What do you think your biggest challenge during the holiday season is? For me, it's time. I never seem to have enough time to get all the things done that I want to do. I always have big plans, but I never seem to have enough time to complete them all. How about you? What is your biggest challenge that you have during the holiday season? I would love to know what that might be. Anybody want to share? And while we're sharing that, enough time, Wendy says, yes, absolutely. In case you didn't see it, I posted a post right before this live with a link. Well, actually, with a sample of the devotional that we are going to be doing tonight. So you don't need it right now. I'm going to read it out loud for you, but after it's over, you can print this, all right, and you'll have it available for you to be able to use and fill out at your own time. Pamela says, getting through the grief of my mom's passing to glory land, July 23. I hear you, Pamela. Actually, tomorrow, Thursday is the anniversary of my mother-in-law's death. And that was, my mother-in-law was an amazing, amazing mother-in-law. My own mother passed away 6 years ago. So I It doesn't get easier, but we learn, right? We learn how to get through it, especially during the holidays. Makes it very difficult. And having, of course, God with you, but your friends or someone that you can talk with about your grief helps so much. So I pray that for you, Pamela. All right, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and get started. Excuse me, let me get a quick drink. I want to tell you a little bit about this new journal that I wrote. And as I was saying at the beginning, I just finished it, guys. I came up with this idea last week, basically because it was something that I knew was going to be happening. It was something I knew I had to deal with, was just taking some time to think about gratitude and my growth with God. All right. So here's what the journal looks like, Spiritual Seasons. All right. And I'll tell you a little bit about it. And I know, believe me, how busy life gets, especially when we're heading into this holiday season. And like I said, November 1st is Friday. That's why I designed this journal. Every day's reading is very brief, but very meaningful. And there's no complicated homework, no long assignments, and definitely no guilt if you miss a day. Okay. This is about creating quiet time, quiet moments with God that fit into your real life days. So let me tell you what you're finding each day. First of all, you're going to find a Bible verse to center your thoughts. Then you're going to get a glimpse into the history, and it's going to give you some information that you might be surprised to learn about the history. Then you're going to get a short devotional that relates to life. All right. Then you're going to get on the set. That's on the first page. The second page is going to be a gratitude prompt that helps you notice God's presence. Okay. And then there'll be 2 short reflection questions to just think about and write down what you feel. And then at the end, we have a gratitude affirmation that it's just kind of like a prayer of thanksgiving. All right. And here's what I love most about this journal. Well, many of us might be using it as November. It's one that you can start anytime at all. Maybe you'll start it over Advent. Maybe you'll start it in January, or maybe the beginning of March. The dates don't matter, because gratitude is always in season, right? You can write in it a little, you can write it in a lot. You can do it first thing in the morning or right before bed. You can even skip a few days and pick up right where you left off. It doesn't matter. This isn't about adding pressure to your life. It's about creating space to notice God's presence in your everyday moments. So I want to share a little sample of this devotional. So if you have a paper and pencil or a journal, I would love for you to experience this with me. All right. So I want you to go ahead and just sit back. I want you to relax, and I want you to just listen. Okay. Yes, it's like a mini Creative Blessings devotional. Yes, it is. All right. Are you ready? So this one is called A Moment of Grace, Finding Peace in the Pause. The Bible verse is Psalm 46:10, and it says, "Be still and know that I am God." A glimpse into the history. This beautiful yet simple verse was written by the sons of Korah around 700 BC. They wrote it during a time of national crisis, possibly when Jerusalem was surrounded by enemies. Imagine that. In the middle of chaos and fear, God's message wasn't about fighting or running, but about being still. These worship leaders understood that sometimes the most powerful response to life's chaos is simply pausing to remember who God is. Today's devotional. Last Sunday before church, I was rushing through my morning routine, trying to get ready to leave for church on time. My hair was still wet, toast was in one hand and phone was in the other, and I was mentally running through the endless to-do list. Then my grandson calls out, "Grammy, watch this." He was trying to catch a sunbeam in his hands, completely absorbed in the wonder of it. Everything in me wanted to say, "Not now, honey," but something made me stop. In that pause, in that simple moment of watching him play with light, I heard God whisper, "Be still." Not just physically still, but still in my heart. Still enough to notice his presence right there in my living room, in my rushed Sunday morning, in the wonder of a child's discovery. You know those moments when everything feels like too much, when your to-do list is longer than your day, when expectations are high and your energy is low? That is exactly when God whispers this invitation to us. Be still and know that I am God. Notice he doesn't say, be still and get everything done, or be still and be perfect. He says, be still and know me. Being still doesn't mean nothing. It means pushing long enough to remember who God is and who we are in him. Like a child stopping to hold their parent's hand in a busy crowd, stillness helps us reconnect with the source of strength. Sometimes the most spiritual thing we can do is simply pause and remember whose we are. Right now, in this moment together, let's practice being still. I want you to take a deep breath. Feel your shoulders relax. Remember that before you're a grandma or a mom or a wife or an employee or a volunteer or whatever role you carry, you're first and always God's beloved child. In the stillness, let gratitude rise for who he is and how he loves you. So that's a little taste of what the devotional would be like. It's not very long. What did that take me? 2 minutes, maybe max. Then the next page is the gratitude prompt. The first one says, take a moment to write down 3 things you can see right now that reminds you of God's care. Maybe it's a family photo, maybe a favorite coffee mug, or even just the fact that you have this quiet moment. How do these simple things reflect God's presence in your life? I want you to take a moment and just think and just look around at 3 things that are around you that remind you of God's care. All right? You'll be able to have time to do this later too, because like I said, I have the printed version of this right above this post. You'll be able to see it, or probably right below it right now. The first reflection question is, when was the last time you felt truly peaceful? Truly peaceful. What made that moment special? How could you create more of those moments in your life? That's the first reflection question. So you can think about when you were last time you felt truly peaceful. And then the second one says, how might taking just 5 minutes each day to be still with God change your busy life? What's one practical way you could build this pause into your daily routine? So if you're not already taking at least 5 minutes a day to spend some time with him, which is about all the longer it would take to go through this, I strongly encourage you to do so. Then the gratitude affirmation at the bottom says, Lord, thank you for inviting me to be still in your presence. In the middle of my busy days and my endless to-do list, help me remember that pause isn't wasted time. It's sacred time with you. I'm grateful that you're never too busy for me and that your peace is always available when I stop to notice it. Amen. Amen. All right. So if you haven't had a chance yet, and you want some time to go ahead and respond to the questions, you are more than welcome after we're finished here today. That is just a taste of what you'll be experiencing together in this new journal. Each day includes a fascinating Bible history, some relatable devotions, and some prompts that help you notice God's presence in your everyday lives. So this is what the journal looks like, as I told you. So see if you can see it. It's got all the days are written out like this. You've got the devotional on one side, and then you have the actual questions on the other. I also threw in some coloring pages because you know me. I always like to add in something that's a little creative. So I have some coloring pages there. And I also have a free download too that you will get when you order. If you order the physical copy, we'll include this in it. If you order the digital copy, then you will get that along with your digital copy. And we will be adding that to the store as soon as I'm finished here. And I will make sure that those all go out to all of you who did order, which I greatly appreciate. The response that we got this morning for this, I am so excited to see how many of you have already ordered. I appreciate it. I am really excited to take this journey with you. Just don't forget, you can order either at the spiral bound version, or you can get the instant access to the digital download. And like I said, even if you're not going to do this in November, you can use it anytime you would like. It does not have to be done in November. It can be done anytime. So thank you so much. If I order, will it ship with my subscription box? It'll ship before, Nikki. The subscription box is not going out until the week of November 11th. That's when the Creative Blessings Clubs will go out. They get billed on the 26th and shipped on the week of November 11th. We have to get them all together to know for sure how many we have to purchase of everything, and then printing and binding all the journals. We're up to almost 200 subscribers in the Creative Blessings Club, which is just amazing. It's such a God thing that it is spreading so quickly. And we're very excited about it. So Nikki, if you order one of these, it'll go out tomorrow. We will make sure that they are packaged tomorrow. They may not actually hit the mail till Wednesday morning, but you will get it shortly. Okay. Does anybody have any questions while we're here about the journal or about anything else that we have at Blessed Be? I would be happy to stay on just a minute or two and answer the questions for you while I get a drink. Thanks, Wendy. She said, that's incredible, Bev. Mara, grateful I'm here to share this with everyone. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you're here too, Mara. That's fantastic. Goodness. It has been a very busy week for me. How many pages are in it? Let's see here. How many pages are in this journal? I'm not sure. I think it's let me pull it up and look. Maybe I can find it. It's less than 100 because there are 2 double pages for the 28 days plus some extra pages in there, but it's less than 100, I think. Let me see if I can pull it up and see for you. Yeah, 74 pages. How to download and print the freebie. Do you see it up above, Pamela? It is right above this post. If you're on the Facebook page, you should be able to find it there right here in the Blessed Be Boutique Facebook page. It's listed right above. So you should be able to just click on it and save it and then print it. It's right below now. It says free gift alert. That's what it looks like in the post. Teresa says, I have a pen pal that is interested in the subscription. Fantastic, Teresa. We would love that. Look at her doggy. All righty. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I am so thankful for all of you. I am so thrilled that God has brought you into my life. I cannot imagine, I can't do this business without you. So I just appreciate you so much. Thanks for joining me tonight. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. on Eastern time with the morning devotional. And we are going to decide by next week whether or not we're going to move that back a little bit. A lot of people are having trouble making it in the morning, so we may move that back into the afternoon. All right. No problem, Linda. There's no problem that you're late. You can definitely watch the replay. All right. All right. Thank you so much and have a very blessed evening. Bye-bye.